Hello, scholars. Tonight, I'll keep you company again. My name is Joseph Ejike Oji, and our topic of discussion tonight in this lecture will be amortization loan, amortized loan, or amortization of loans. 1 minute, let me make sure that you have access to this. Okay, I think you are good. So, we call them amortized loan because they are the type of loan that can be repaid in equal payments over a specified period of time. So, in other words, amortized loan are the type of loan with scheduled periodic payments, and these periodic payments are applied to both the loan principal amounts and to the interest that accrued. So the amount that you pay is applied to the loan principal amount, then to the accrued interest. Now, good example of this type of loan includes things like the mortgage or home loan, where the bank gives you a loan. Usually, mortgage loan, they might say 30 years, fixed amount. So you keep paying every month for that 30 years, it's some amount. So as you're paying it, the amount you pay will be applied to the principal amount. Usually, small amount will go to the principal, and large amount will go to the interest. But after some time, probably halfway through the loan payment, then more amounts will be going to principal and less to the interest. Another one is car loan, and then student loan, etc. Because there's even some personal loans that are amortized in this way. So a fully amortized payment is one where if you make every payment according to the schedule that are given and on your loan term, then your loan will be fully paid off, by the end of the term. So simply put, when we hear the word amortization, it means the amount of principal and interest paid each month over the course of your loan term. Okay, which means that to amortize the loan simply means to pay the specific amount that goes to the principal and to the interest. Now, in the example that follows, I will solve some questions that involve amortized loan. Before I will do that, I want to show you the working rules when preparing amortization schedule. Yeah. Amortization schedule is the schedule that will show each payment, how much goes to the principal, how much goes to the interest, how much is the loan balance every year or every month, as the case may be. So the working rule here is, first of all, to determine how much is the annual monthly payments, so annual payment amount. Because if it is a yearly, if your payment in that loan is made per year, or the monthly payment amount if the payment in that loan is made every month. So you determine it using this formula for payment. I mean, there are formulas you can use for if you're using the formula method, but like I always said, technology have come to stay. So you learn how to do it with formula using the manual calculator and the available formula. I mean, if you find yourself in a remote island where there's no electricity and there is no calculator, then you can use that method. But usually, mainly every place, even the bank, even the local community bank now has computers and spreadsheets that you can use to make life easier for both the finance specialists and accountants. Then after you determine the loan amount, an amount you pay every month, or the amount you pay every year, next thing is to use that amount, the interest rates and the loan balance, to prepare the amortization table. So because of this, I'll just give you an example on how to find the monthly payments, how much you pay each month or how much you pay each year, first of all. After that, I'll now do two examples that involve the preparation of the amortization schedule. Let's look at the first one. This is to show you how to find the principal payment. Okay. Now, in a minute, I'll begin. It says, suppose, it says, determine the annual payment on a $600,000, 13% business loan from a commercial bank that is to be amortized over a 5-year period. So it says, how much you would pay each year? So the first thing you do is to know, find the number of payments. It is to be amortized over 5-year period. So that means payment is made every year, which means that the interest is also 13%, as you can see from here, 13%. So interest is 13%. Our number of payments is 5 years. And then present value, how much was loaned to you, was $600,000. And for the bank giving you the money, $600,000 represents amount that it leaves their pockets. So you're going to write it as a negative 600,000. Future value, it doesn't have a future value, so put 0 for that one. And then we have the type. The payment is made at the end of the year, which makes it an ordinary annuity. So 0 for type. If you make the payment at the beginning of the year, they will tell you in the question. That means you're going to put 1 for type. So let's determine the payment. I did it here already, but I'm going to show you how to do it in Excel. So I'll take you to Excel. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, this is Excel. So you can see the interest here as 13%, which is 0.13. Number of periods is 5 years. Type 5 for that. Present value PV is negative 600,000 to show the direction of the cash flow. Future value, there's no future value, so put 0 there. Type, yeah, you make payment at the end of the year, put 0 for type. So that their annual payment will now become equals. Remember to use the formula that I showed you. You can see the formula here. Payment, PMT, opening parenthesis, interest, number of periods, present value, future value, type. So you can see it here. Okay, we're ready to find the annual payments. So it equals PMT, opening parenthesis. So you can see the rate here. Rate is 13%, comma. Number of period is 5 years, comma. Present value, the amount that was loaned to you, comma. Future value is 0. What's the no future value? Then type. So I see the type here. End of the period, so it's 0 for that. Close the parenthesis, then press the enter key. That will give you the annual payments. See, annual payment, which is $170,588.73. You can see it here as well in my presentation. See it. So this is how to determine the annual payment or monthly payment, depending on whether it is monthly or annual. Now we're going to turn our attention to how to calculate or prepare the amortization schedule. This question will help us do that. Remember that the amortization schedule shows the breakdown of each payment between the interest and principal, as well as the remaining balance at the end of the month. Now, at the end of each payment, let me put it that way. It shows the breakdown of each payment between the interest and the principal, as well as the remaining balance after each payment. So this remaining balance, we call it declining balance, because as you made the payment to be declining or decreasing. And look at the first example. It says here, say determine the annual payment on a $20,000 loan that is to be amortized over a 6-year period and carries 18% interest rate. They say prepare a loan amortization schedule for this loan. So first of all, let us write this down. The interest is, as you can see, is 18%. Okay, number of period is 6 years. And the present value, that means the amount that was loaned to you. Now, to the bank making the loan to you, this represents money leaving their pocket. So you're going to be written as negative 20,000, which is the amount loaned. Okay. Future value, there's no future value. So put 0 there and type. You make payment at the end of the month. So your type will be 0 as well. So let us go and figure out the number of payments. Then from there, we can make our amortization schedule. So number of payments where we have, I also have this information here as well, but I want to show you how you can get it from using Excel. So just 1 minute. Yeah, okay, 1 minute. See. All right, taking you to Excel. You can see here that interest is 18%, 0.18. Number of period is 6 years. Amortized, the present value is 20,000. It doesn't have a future value, so it's 0. Type is also 0 because you make the payment at the end of the period. Okay. Now let's calculate your annual payments, making sure you see this. So the annual payment now become equals payment, PMT. The rate is 18%, comma. The number of period, this is from here, is 6 years, comma. Present value, amount you borrowed, this, comma. Future value, 0, because there's no future value for you. And then you pay at the end of the year, so the type will be 0. You close the parenthesis, press the enter key, give you $5,718.20. So now we have answered the first part of the question. So this is how much you pay annually. Okay, $5,718.20, which you can also see in the presentation here, $5,718.20. Now the second question said, prepare a loan amortization schedule for this loan. Okay, so let us do that. So the first thing we do is to have the columns for column name for our table. Year, there are 6 years, so I put 1 to 6 years, and payment amount, annual payment, interest, then interest payments, which represent the amount that go to the, when you make your payment, the amount that go to the interest. Okay, and the principal payments. So when you make the payment each month, the payment is $5,718.20. So part of this payment go to the interest, and part will go to the principal. That's the amount to reduce the amount you borrow. So that part is called the principal payment. The next is the loan balance. So the balance that's left after that payment. So remember that the loan is 20,000. So put it here first of all at the beginning. So this is the year you borrow the money. So you start paying from the next year. So you can see year 1. And that year 1, your payment is $5,718.20. Remember that your interest is the same for all the years. So you're going to be, copy it down so that you have an interest all the year to 60 years. Okay. Now, next thing is to calculate when you make this payment of $75, in the first year, you made a payment of $5,718.20. Let me make it, it's a dollar amount. So I'm going to take dollar amount. So the interest amount of this, the amount that go from this payment, the amount that go to the interest will be calculated by doing you have the the loan balance. Actually, this section is to calculate the interest. See the interest payment here, which is the amount that go to the interest, is the loan balance times the interest of 18%. Okay, so this is the amount that go to the interest when you paid $5,718.20. That $600 goes to the interest. I say I'm gonna make this one $2 because it's a dollar amount. Now, the amount that will go to the principal to reduce the principal will be equals to the amount that you paid minus the interest. See? That give you amount. So this amount go to the interest, this one go to the principal to reduce the principal. So that your loan balance after the 1 year will be equals to the loan balance at the beginning. That's the beginning balance minus the amount that go to the principal. That gives you the balance of 17,881. Now, the second year, which is year 2, you repeat the payment, which is $5,718.20. See? When you make this payment, which is a dollar, I mean in dollar symbol, now again the amount that go to the interest will be this loan balance here times the interest payments. Okay, I see $3,218.02, and the amount that goes to the principal will be equals the excuse me, the amount that you paid minus the amount that went to settle the interest was $2,499.48. So that the balance now will now become equals this previous balance, okay, minus the amount that went to the principal. So this is right here. So once you have done the first and second part, to save time, you highlight all of this and then drag it down. It will copy the whole, it will calculate the whole thing for you, and that will give you the balance. See, over the years, as you are paying it, you can see that the amount is declining. Let me make this, because all this is in dollars. So all this in dollars. Okay, these are in dollars as well. Okay, these are in dollars as well. I can this just, okay, let me make it dollars. They are all money. It's all money. Okay, change it to money. They're all money that you paid. So at the end, the last balance will be 2 cents due to rounding. Otherwise, it should be 0, but it's due to rounding error. It becomes 2 cents. The balance after you make the 6th payment. See? So this is basically what amortization schedule is. This is for 1 year. But remember, most of the payments we do are made on a monthly basis. So it is equally important to know how to amortize this kind of loan when it is made on a monthly basis. So I'm going to give you an example of an amortization table for that involve monthly payments of monthly payments, let me put that way. So taking you to that question will be here. Okay, let's see. All right, look at this question. Number 12 says, determine the monthly payment on a $20,000 loan, the same loan that we just amortized, but this time the payment is made on a monthly basis for 6 years. So they determine the monthly payments on the $20,000 loan that is to be amortized over a 6-year period and carried an 18% interest rate. Prepare a loan amortization schedule. Now, they have, unlike the other one that we just did, because it is paid on a monthly, yearly basis. This one is paid monthly, so that you have to make some few changes for, say, the number of payments now becomes 6 years times 12, because we have 12 months in a year. So you'll be making 72 payments. So you're making every month. Then the annual interest will now become there are 12 months in a year, so 18% interest annual. So that the monthly interest will be it now becomes 18% divided by 12, like it is 0.0015. These are the things that you need to do first before you can now prepare calculate the monthly payment, and then prepare the amortization schedule. So let's have the information here. Have all of them here. Let's go and put it on Excel, and then we can calculate the monthly payments and then get our amortization schedule. Okay. So we have it here. Let's see. Monthly payments for 6 years. Let me make sure you can see this. All right. So first of all, the annual payments, annual interest is 18%. So 0.18. Make sure you see this. Yeah, make sure that you are seeing it. Okay, everything. Okay. So that's number of years is 6 years, right? So the monthly payments will be monthly interest rates. There are 12 months in a year, so it's gonna be 18% divided by 12. Okay, this is how much you pay per month. And number of payments, you are gonna pay for 6 years, and you're paying each month. This kind of loan is usually for a car loan, like that. So a monthly payment for 6 years. So that means the number of payments will now become equal to 6 times 12 months, 12 months in a year, 72 payments. Now, how much you borrow? The present value is $20,000, because the loan, if you remember, was it was the monthly payment on a $20,000 loan that is to be amortized over 6 years period and carried 18% interest rate. And also you prepare the amortization schedule for this loan. Okay, so we have that. Taking you back to Excel. We have started the work. So the present value is $20,000. To the bank that gave you the money, it presents money leaving their pocket. So negative $20,000. Okay. Oh, excuse me, I did it wrong way. Okay, yep, that's it right here. Now, future value, there's no future value, so you put 0 there. Type, you made the payment at the end of the month, so type will be 0. If you're making the payment at the beginning of the month, like if you're leasing the car, they might require you to pay before you lease the car out. Okay. Let's say that it's a car loan, assuming that it's a car loan, do that way. So that in this case, annual payment will now become equals monthly payments. So I'm gonna change this to not annual. So monthly payments. Okay, monthly payments now becomes equals PMT, opening parenthesis. Now the rates, click on the rates. Now you're not gonna use 18% because this is present for 1 year. You have to use the monthly rates. Click on this, comma. Number of payments, you are going to pay 72 times. So click on this, not six times. This is now a monthly payment. So it's no longer 6 payments, but now 72 payments. Comma. Okay. Then amount borrowed, present value is $2,000. Okay. We have future value is 0 because there's no future value for you. The future value that exists is for the bank. Okay. Now time is 0. So that gives us a monthly payment of $456.16. With that and this monthly rate of interest, we are ready to prepare the amortization table. So I put them here. And because it's on 2 months, I put year, actually months. I put month here. Okay. So monthly, all the way to 72 months, I put numbers in. Let's see that here. Now I'm going to put the interest rate in as well. So I'm going to drag it down. See, when you bring the cursor here, it will change. See, it is if you look at a cross, it's a thick cross. When you bring it close, it will change to a skinny cross. When you change that, double click on that, and it will put everything in, to copy everything in. See, you put all the interest. Okay. Alternatively, you can just take it to here, and then when it change, you can drag it down. You know, it will give it produce the same result. Now you have your month, the title of the table of the columns: month, monthly payment, interest payment, principal payment, loan balance. So this is the year, the month you started, you bought the car or you borrowed the loan. So you are going to start making payment in the following month, which is month 1. And that month you pay $456.16. I put it here. And then the interest for that month will be equal to the loan balance of 20,000, okay, times the interest. So when you pay $456.16, $300 of that amount will go to interest that the bank will make. Then how much will go to the principal? Equals the amount that you paid minus the interest. So only $156.16 will go to principal. That's go to pay. This is the principal. That's 20,000. But the bigger amount go to the interest. That is usually how it is. Because remember, this is you got a compound interest. So you go to that. Then as you keep paying, after some while, some time, the amount going to the interest will start declining, and the amount that go to pay the principal start increasing. So now the amount that you pay to the principal now become equals loan balance of $20,000, okay, minus amount that went to the principal, equals $19,843.84 is what is left. Now in the second month, you made another payment of $456.16. Okay. When you do that, how much goes to the principal? Equal the loan balance of $19,843.84 times the interest. See, again, in this go to the interest. Now, how much goes to the principal? Equals the amount that you paid minus the interest. See? Now, this is how much goes to the principal. Very small amounts. So next will be loan balance equals 19,000 balance, $843.84 minus amount that went to the principal. Press enter key. That's give you $19,685.34. So now you have done the two calculations. You don't have to start doing everything until you get to 72 months. All you have to do is to highlight this and then drag copy. You see this? If you look at the cross, it's thick. When you bring it here, it becomes a thin cross. You can click, hold, and drag it down all the way to the 72 months. See? It will calculate everything, every payment. See? Okay. Let me do that involve dollar. I have to highlight the middle of them dollar because all these things are dollar amounts. Okay. They're all dollars. So then this one is also dollars. Let me highlight all of them. These are all dollars. The amounts. So you can see it. So this is from a loan of $20,000. Now let us see how much the bank received on interest. This is interest payment, monthly payment to the bank. Then interest, principal, loan balance. So let's see how much bank receive on interest. You can see it right here. You can sum this from here. Total. I can call it total. Let me make it total here. total equals sum from here, from the very first one, all the way to the last one. You can see it. Press the last one. Highlight it. Okay. Now, $32,843.52. I wish if you now that you have it here, you can just copy it. You calculate the total for the rest of them. Okay. So you don't need to have this balance here. You don't need it because just their balance. So I'm going to delete this. Look at this. So that means, see, if you look at the principal payments, all the payments you made took care of the principal amount of 20,000. So 54 cents is just rounding error. Now, how much the bank received when you add the interest, everything he paid. So by giving you a loan of 20,000, the bank received back, you paid back $32,843.52. And because you add this to say, look, the interest plus the balance you paid, we discover it gives you the same thing here. So you paid a total of $12,842. Sorry, $12,842.08 on interest for the bank. See, this side represents the profits that the bank made by giving you that loan. See? So then you can see why the bank is always willing to give you a loan. Like if this is a simple interest, we're not going to go into that now because that's not our main concern in this lecture. So you have seen it. This is amortization table right here. Showed all the payments, all the interest. And you look at here, you can see that the interest was high, keep going down, but it's still higher than the amount that goes to the principal. But as it approaches some point, the amount going to the interest becomes lower, and the amount going to the principal becomes bigger, and so on and so forth. I believe you get it. So the balance after you make your last payment is 54 cents, which is just rounding error. Yeah. So I believe that you got a point. Whenever you are asked to make an amortization schedule, you know how to do it now. I hope you enjoy my lecture. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in my next lecture. Bye-bye.